Now, we have a full review for Halloween Kills.
Okay, I was going to ask you this when I came in here. You're going to have to just... I cannot remember what happened in Halloween Kills.
Oh.
How does it start? Just so I can remember.
Hold on.
I don't... The first, the
Hold on,
second,
I'll read
and the
the thing.
third... First, okay, thank you. Because I cannot remember which one this is.
The Halloween night when Michael Myers returned isn't over yet.
Yeah.
Michael manages to free himself from Laurie Strode's, Jamie Lee Curtis, trap to resume his ritual bloodbath as Laurie fights for her life from injuries from her last encounter with Michael. She inspires her daughter, Karen, Judy Greer, granddaughter, Allison, Andy Matichak, and all of Haddonfield to rise up against their unstoppable monster, the vigilante mob, then sets out to hunt Michael down once and for all. Evil dies tonight. Evil dies tonight. Evil dies tonight. Do you remember that part?
I remember
the
that
part where they
part.
go, evil dies tonight.
I think this and... Is this the bar?
Yes.
Got it.
This is the one with the bar. This is one that
okay,
starts...
now I'm remembering the order of these because I'm like, okay, the way I have to remember this is the first one is the trap house, which I do truly love.
Yes.
I love watching her. Once again, it's reminding me of the book that I'm reading right now, where it's like, I will fight like this, like, fuck this shit.
Yeah, and then they made a sequel.
Made the sequel, and then the other one is the boyfriend one. Okay.
Yes.
I know where I'm at now.
So when this came out, I had a good time with it. I thought it was ridiculous, but it wasn't great. I don't think you liked it at all.
No.
If I remember right.
Yeah, I was mad.
There's cool stuff in it, him fighting the firefighters and stuff, but like after how good 2018 was, the fact that they went and just made it as schlocky as hell. And in my mind, because they had multiple movies planned, and I think they had to add a third movie in there. Mm-hmm. So I don't think they had a plan. I feel like Halloween Ends might have been where they want it to go. And that might have worked better with a copycat and stuff with the way 2018 ends. But they're like, oh, we got to do one in between that. And I feel like they just grasped at straws.
They did.
And we talked about, I think it like kind of tried to be like the other films. Like they worked in the town hunting Michael Myers down and killing someone on accident from part 4.
Is this the one where they were in the park and there was the car?
They were the park. Where they like kind of killed the girl, kills herself on accident.
Okay, I am slowly remembering how
they
much
brought
I hate
back
this
the
film.
legacy characters like Nurse Marion, who like wastes all her bullets and then forgets how many bullets she has, and then she gets killed a second time.
This is for Dr. Loomis.
The kills are just dumb.
Funny enough,
so slow. Everyone could have survived.
Only little Lindsay Wallace is the only one who has survived every encounter with Michael, besides Jamie in this continuity.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Lindsay Wallace, she's the only one. She survives every single one. They brought back more legacy characters like them. They brought back Tommy, played by a different guy. But they brought back Sheriff Brackett, which I thought was weird. Yeah. He's like 100 years old. So since we've reviewed this, the extended cut has come out. And
I didn't see the extended cut.
Yeah, not much is different.
Okay.
They add a few things. It's got a different ending.
What's the ending?
The ending, actually, you saw it in the trailer.
Oh.
The ending, Laurie calls her daughter, which is how, remember the original one? She calls her daughter, and then Michael's just breathing. And this one,
Mike in the window?
Yeah.
Okay,
Michael,
this is the window one, yeah.
Yeah, Michael picks up the phone, and she hears him breathing, and she's like, I'm fucking coming for you. And then she walks out of the hospital with a knife. They deleted it because they didn't want people to think that the third movie would also be on the same night. Yeah, this movie's very schlocky. It's very dumb. I still really enjoy it to a degree. But yeah, it's a huge step down after 2018.
Yes.
It just felt like this whole movie feels like filler. They're like, let's just do a bunch of crazy shit before we get to the movie we really want to do. Mm-hmm. Jamie Lee Curtis, again, like Halloween 2, is bedridden for most of it. She doesn't even interact with Michael, which could be a cool idea. Didn't work for you, obviously.
It didn't. It didn't.
Yeah, it kind of undermines the first one a little bit. But luckily enough, 2018 is self-contained enough. You can watch that by itself as an open and closed thing. So these sequels don't actually ruin that movie for me, which I talked about when we did Halloween Ends. Like, it's good enough on its own.
It's yeah. I mean, it does have a couple cool kills, but
And this kind of movie is kind of like for really big Halloween nerds like me with all the references and shit that they did.
sure.
Yes.
Which
Which
tons of references, and
which
it's
I
fun.
appreciate, but I didn't really need.
I don't think it's a necessary film.
Yeah.
That's all. I think after seeing Halloween Ends, though, I think it's just like one of those things where I'm not as angry at this because I'm angrier at Halloween Ends.
Yeah. Yeah, but I do appreciate that they're like, you know what, if we're gonna be dumb and stupid, let's just get as gory as possible.
Yeah.
I still think the whole town going crazy doesn't work.
No, I don't either.
The amount that they're overreacting to this.
Yeah.
Because again, part 2 didn't happen in this universe.
No.
So the amount that they're overreacting to him killing just a few people, like the whole they make it seem, and I think I said this at the time, they make it seem like this happens every year.
That's the thing. It's like Halloween, everything. It's same thing as what we were just saying about like H2O. Like it just happened one Halloween.
Well, with H2O, he's been missing for 20 years, and he's been out there.
He's been out there, but does he only murder on Halloween? We don't know that.
I don't know. But we see that whole room of just dead bodies that we are to assume are his.
Yeah, but is it just in H2O, it just happens to come back on Halloween? Is that just a coincidence?
I guess so. I don't know.
Or did he plan out like, I'm going to wait 20 years? I'm going to wait
I think he was
20
looking.
years on Halloween.
I think he was looking for her, yeah.
But did he wait for Halloween? Did he, because the whole thing of the son also being 17 had to be a coincidence.
Yeah, it's just a coincidence. It's just a fun
but for her, it's her thinking, oh my God, this is it.
Yeah.
And
I think Halloween's just his thing, but he does kill on other days too.
But it's only, but for this one, Halloween Kills, is this
it's the same night as 2018.
It's the same night as 2018.
Yeah.
So it just happens to be Halloween again.
Yes. He broke out. They were transferring him right around Halloween, but remember his doctor broke him out.
Yes, but and then just happens. Okay, I can see like the doctor. Okay, this is Halloween, Michael. Go ahead, do it again.
Yeah.
But this isn't. It's not a consistent. Oh, this happens every Halloween.
I know. The way the town is acting, it's ridiculous. It's like, all right, no one would be that upset. A lot of people probably weren't even alive for that shit.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh yeah, I think I heard of that. Like they wouldn't be doing that shit. But Tommy does his whole speech about fear and whatnot. One thing I do like is him and Lonnie became friends because they bullied each other in the first one.
Yeah.
But yeah, this movie is full of characters doing the dumbest things possible.
It is.
The dumbest things possible.
Yes.
But you get more cameos from the masks, at least. The Halloween 3 masks.
Yes, you do.
Decapitates one of those kids, I think we're to assume. But yeah, so how many times have you revisited this since you first saw it? I guess just once for ends or...
No, I don't think I've revisited it at all. That's why I'm having trouble right now being like, wait, which one was this? Oh, yeah, it's that one. And like my brain is flashing to scenes that I remember.
I think I was upset because I was like, wow, you could have, if you wanted to do another one, this could have been a part 3. Instead, it was more sequel bait. I'm like, okay. Yeah. And yeah, the 2018 did make him feel like a guy again, a very tough guy that's hard to kill. But then this, I'm like, all right. And not to plug again, I did a commentary track with Good Bad Flicks. Me and Cecil did a commentary track for this. And we mentioned in that commentary track, they're like, so the more because they said like each kill he does transcends him and makes him stronger. Like, is this like Wolverine level rage? The more he kills, the more hulked out he gets.
Which is fine. If you want to go that route, then go.
Yeah.
But then the next movie.
Yeah, the next movie had to downplay that. Yeah. Yeah.
But then all of a sudden, like, he's getting stronger again, but he's clearly just a guy.
Look, I will say this might be one of the most fun Halloween sequels. It's fun to just put on. The music's really good. John Carpenter.
I don't mind it in the background.
Yeah.
I don't mind. If I'm like sitting there and
something's always happening, whether it's dumb as hell or interesting, something's always happening.
I think this is a good background TV or movie.
I feel like the firefighters just saved him. Yes. Apparently smoke inhalation isn't a thing. Heat exhaustion just isn't a thing. Michael could survive all of that.
Yeah.
But
he
yeah.
survives everything else. Why not?
But anyway, we have talked about 4 movies that are Halloween 3. So Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, Halloween 4, Halloween H2O, Halloween Kills. Now, we all know that the best one overall is Halloween 3, probably.
Stop it! Stop it!
Some people might disagree with us.
Sure.
What is your, before we do worse, what is
Okay.
your favorite that has Michael Myers?
Out of the third
Out of the
threes,
ones
right?
with Michael Myers, what is your favorite that has Michael
Out
Myers?
of the three. Okay, great. I say H2O. I say H2O.
Years
Absolutely,
ago,
yes.
I would have said 4, but now, yeah, H2O.
I think it's H2O because I
Yeah.
just love, and I have a feeling the reason why I am more persuaded towards that one is after this trilogy, that is what I wanted to see. So my heart actually goes, if that trilogy didn't exist, I would have been like, okay, you know, it's okay. Like, I think it's because it's just what I wanted.
Yeah.
It's that fight. It's H2O is everything I wanted from a sequel.
Yeah.
Of Laurie and Michael.
And it's
The
a
story
big
of
deal, her
Laurie and
coming
Michael.
back. Like, unlike other Final Girls, maybe the only other one I could think of that really got popular was Nev Campbell. Like Final Girls coming back, like when Nancy came back for New Nightmare, it wasn't like that big of a deal because she's a great actress, but she didn't blow up to like Jamie Lee's level.
No. Yeah.
So yeah, it was cool to see her come back. I think that is my favorite out of
I'd
the
say
ones
yes.
with Michael after Halloween
Yeah.
3. Now, I think we already know. What do you think is the worst Halloween part 3?